Hey, welcome back. It's been another long span between videos, and that's just because I haven't been able to find time to come back and film. Summertime, been busy, going to the beach, and just having some family fun. Today's video is going to be focused on winged eyeliner. I want to do a simple how-to achievable winged liner, and I will be using an eye pencil today. This one is a black eyeliner from Hippie Chic Cosmetics. However, you could use any black eyeliner that you wanted. I'm choosing to use a pencil one today because I feel like sometimes liquid eyeliner can become intimidating, and when you're in a rush, it's a little harder to control. So this is more so of a simpler way to do it. It's a technique that I have really only seen myself do, so hopefully it'll be helpful for anyone who struggles with a good winged eyeliner or may avoid it because you find it a little bit too intimidating to apply. I have already done my base today, and the reason for that is I want to keep this video a little bit shorter. To get started, I'm going to put on some lip moisturizer. This one is from Hippie Chic Cosmetics. It's their Hippie Blimpie stick, and it's really moisturizing. I'll go ahead and put some on here. An eye primer is what I'm going to start out with, and this one is from Minerals, and it's just this primer that helps the eyeshadow to last longer, and also has like this white kind of white tint to it here. You can see it on my finger, that when I apply it, it actually gives some coverage as well. And most days when I'm just doing my everyday, makeup, I just will kind of either run a little bit of my foundation over my eyelids and maybe just a little bit of concealer, and that kind of combined together is what I just typically use for an eye primer when I'm wanting to save time. It's a little tacky, so I will be using a translucent finishing powder, and it's also a Minerals product. And using a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, I'm going to go ahead and put powder over the top of my eye primer. And then for my eyeshadows on my eyes, I'm just going to be working with two eyeshadow colors, and the first one that I'm going to start out with here is this shade here in Soft Cork, and it's just this nice matte brown. Just going to apply this shade all over my lid. And I'm just winging it out just slightly here on the outer corners of my eye. I'm just making sure to blend it out so that there's no harsh edges. I'm doing the same on the other eye. With that same Soft Cork shade, I'm going to take a Real Techniques shading brush and run that underneath my lower lash line. Making sure to connect the shadows here at the corner of my eyes, just so that it blends seamlessly. And taking my second shade that I'll be using today in Starluster right here at the top, I'm going to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. I'll start with my inner corner, and I'm using a e.l.f. blending eye brush to apply this. I feel like applying the brighter shade into your inner corner really helps brighten the eyes up, makes you look more awake. So it's always a step that I like to take the time for. With my brow bone, just to kind of brighten that up. Moving on to the eyeliner. And what I'm going to do today is I want to start out by doing just my right eye. And then seeing the difference in if I was just to apply my eyeshadows. So a lot of times, yeah, you could just take your mascara and just go over and be out the door, and it's definitely a pretty, very natural look. But I just want to showcase the difference in an eyeliner and then adding your mascara can make to just the one eye. So that's what I'm going to do. And also show my technique on how I do my winged eyeliner. And how I do that is I start on the upper lash line and in the outer corner. And then I start out with a small line and then I build it upward. So as I start with the line, I start building it up here at the top, and I don't go really far on the outer portion of my eye because I don't want the eyeliner to be too far down where it draws my eye down. I still want to keep that lifted look. And then I also only go about halfway on my lid with my eyeliner, and this just also helps create the awakened look, and it doesn't like narrow your eyes in, so it keeps that darkness to the outside and more brighter on the inside, so you get that appearance of a more awake look. So keeping the line toward the center of my eye really thin, so that way there's no harsh edges, and then it can blend nicely when I apply my mascara. So now that I've got that kind of taken care of, I'm going to focus back on the outer corner of my eye and then building this part up to create my wing. And hopefully it's showing up well enough on camera. So I just stay at the top and build it up till I start getting my wing out here, the corner of my eye, out there. And a lot of times what I do is I'll either take my finger or a Q-tip, whatever works best, to just get this line to kind of flick upwards a little better if I get it, or if I feel like I have it too drawn down. And then I go ahead and just clean up and make this part here at the outer corner of my eye match up as well. The next step that is not something that you like have to do per se for this look, but I just kind of wanted to sneak it in. And so I guess this makes a third eyeshadow if you include this step. And it's just a black eyeshadow. Mine is a Minerals eyeshadow in the shade Luxe, and it's this black one here. And this one has a little bit of shimmer, but like a matte one or just even one that has a little bit of shimmer works really well. And then just on an angled brush, mine is a Eco Tools angle brush. I just go ahead and apply this over the top of my eyeliner. And what this does is it just helps set the eyeliner in place. And then it also helps intensify the color as well. And it's definitely a quick, easy step. It's not something that takes a while to do. And it is also not something that you would have to do for this look. I'm just showing it for like tips and tints purposes. And then the next step I'm going to be doing is adding mascara to this eye. But as you can already see the difference, this eye versus this eye what just a little bit of eyeliner can do for this eyeshadow look. I'm now going to apply mascara to this eye here, and I will be using the Burt's Bees All Aflutter mascara, and it is in the shade Classic Black. Now, to be honest, this isn't my favorite mascara of theirs. It's actually the Burt's Bees Nourishing Mascara is the one that I prefer, but I do have this one, and I'm really just filming this video and kind of doing some other chores around the house afterwards. So I thought, you know what, I'll just use this, but I wanted to fill you all in on my take of these mascaras. And this one is definitely not my favorite. However, I'm just wanting to use it up today. Got my mascara and eyeliner applied to this eye, and you can just see what a big difference that it makes. You know, this eye versus this eye. And that's just these two products. You've got your eyeliner and your mascara, and it just makes a world of difference. And I also wanted to point out that with this mascara, it's not a bad mascara. It's just, in my opinion, I prefer the other one. This one may work out great for someone else and may prefer it better than the other. I just prefer this packaging to this one, and the wands are different. This one is a plastic wand, and this one is like more of your fluffy wand. So I think they're both good mascaras, just one I prefer over the other. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my other eye off camera. I've got my other eye done with the eyeliner and the mascara, so now they're all matching. I recommend that your pencil is sharp. You can get a better wing with that, and it just will make things easier on you. I mean, if you don't happen to have a sharpener, or if you have one of the pencils that you turn up that stay pretty dull and rounded, I've actually created a wing with that as well. It is achievable. However, a pencil that you can sharpen and have a little better, thinner tip to it actually works best. So I just wanted to share that. I am going to take some of my bareMinerals Bare Skin Concealer in the shade Light and add a little bit of that to my under eye area. I do this to help brighten things up. A little bit goes a long way, so I just do a couple of dots underneath my eyes. And then I go ahead and blend it out with my fingers. And as I'm blending out my concealer, I blend it out here to the edges, and then I just kind of sweep upwards to just clean up any excess eyeshadow that may have come down a little further. It just helps clean up those edges and make sure everything's nice and sharp and where it needs to be. And this Bare Skin Concealer is my absolute go-to. I think the formula is fantastic. It works great for mature skin, dry skin. It's a really great concealer. So if you're in the market for a good under eye concealer, or really just a good concealer overall, that one is definitely my favorite, and I 100% recommend. And then taking a Real Techniques setting brush, I'm going to use my finishing powder again and just set this concealer underneath my eye. Then taking this shade Peaches and Cream in my palette here, I'm going to use it as a highlighter and just add a little bit more highlight to the high points of my cheeks, the cheekbones here. This is a really pretty versatile shade. And then to complete this look, I am going to add some matte lipstick, and it is in the shade Wink of Pink. It's a new shade that I got from My Minerals fall sale. I just typically use all my favorite products in my videos. These combos are my favorite. I like to add the matte lipstick, and it doesn't require any lip liner to just get this really great application, and it lasts for hours. I'm going to add some gloss over the top of it, and it is in the shade Frosted Fuchsia. It's another new shade of mine. It's just this really pretty complementary shade over the top. I'm going to go ahead and add this. Here it is, the finished look. I hope you all enjoyed this video as much as I did creating it. I love sharing tips and tricks with you all, and hopefully you guys gain some knowledge and can apply these tips through your makeup routine. They can make your life just a little bit easier when applying winged eyeliner. If you hear some sawing or grinding in the background, I'm not sure if my mic's picking it up, but it's my husband making me a coat rack. So I'm really excited about that. So sweet that he's making that for me. So in case that is coming up, that's what it is. I will have links to all the products that I used today in the description box below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram, where I share looks like this, some lifestyle posts, and also additional makeup tips. I'm hoping it won't be nearly as long before I get to film another tutorial for you guys. But until then, take care. Bye.